Hey everybody, what's going on? Stickler for the Kills here, and I'm coming to you with something different from my channel. This is a game called This War of Mine, and I'm doing a challenge playthrough. And this is kind of inspired by someone I know. He's on Twitch. His name is Ryuji the Gun Mage, and Ryuji, he's playing This War of Mine on PC, and he's playing a 365-day war. And I decided to challenge myself based on things I talked with him about. And I'm playing on PS4. I'm playing This War of Mine on PS4. The longest we can go is 80 days. So I decided to try and see if I can survive an 80-day war. That's the longest I can go. So I'm going to call this the Very Long War Challenge. And I'm just showing you here, I made a map for it. I included every single location. And I kind of alternated between good and bad. So you can see here, like the hotel. When I chose that one, I chose the good option, traders. Another place I chose up here, snipers. I went back and forth so it'd be even. And I put, like I said, every location in the game. I figure we'll need it, with that long of a war. So as you can see, I got the winter coming halfway through. Winter harshness severe, winter length long. And I chose 4 people. So we're going to go with that. The intensity of conflict I left moderate because it's going to be very hard to survive. The longest I've ever survived is 50 days. So this is way past 50 days. 30 days is quite a long time. So anyway, so I've got this Jacqueline character. That's somebody I created myself. And I challenged myself to play with 4. It's always harder with 4 because more people to feed. But we're going to use Roman. We're going to use Katya. And then down here, we're going to use Marin. We're just going to play. It's a challenge. We're going to see if we can do it. I don't know if we can do it. Hopefully we can. I played this game quite a bit. I know a lot about it. Let's get the story started. And if you don't, you'll get some tips along the way. I'll definitely tell you about some things I do and what have you that I've used to survive, at least to the 50 days that I've survived. And we'll see if they work in this 80-day campaign. It's going to take a lot of episodes to get this thing, to get this challenge on my channel. And like I said, I don't know if we're going to survive or not. But, whenever it ends, it ends. If we get to 80 days, then that's what it'll be up. If we get to, 40, 50, whatever, that's what it'll be on my channel. So we got the apartment building kind of house, it looks like. Like I said, I'll be giving you tips along the way and stuff. Like, these developers they're really good. And they're coming out with a new game, actually. It's called Frostpunk. It's going to be on PC. If I remember it, I'll put a link to the Steam page. That game's already got a Steam page. So these developers want to keep you right on the edge of survival at all times. So every choice you make has some kind of consequence, positive, negative, whatever. So we'll make choices as people come to the door, and we have those random events that happen. If you played this game before, you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, you will see very soon. So here's kind of the setup for the story. War's been raging for countless months, and the besieged city has been reduced to a sea of ruins by constant shelling. Going outside during day is like inviting snipers to target practice. Everything is in short supply, and when little aid reaches the city, it is seized by the most ruthless and best armed. Few residents were lucky enough to flee. The unlucky ones who missed the last refugee convoy are left to fend for themselves. Ordinary people, huddling in the ruins, relying only on each other to survive. So that's our challenge, to survive this war for the whole 80 days. So as I record this, I'll probably... a bit of lag with this. Oh, I forgot. This map does lag. Let me get these people going on their things. I'll be recording this probably like a week at a time in terms of game time. Let's get Pavel on this one, or Roman. And then I'll probably have to divide it maybe, I don't know, I'd say probably 3 or 4 days. Episodes of 3 or 4 days at a time. I try to keep these people busy, but it's hard. I chose these characters for specific reasons, and you'll see what they are. I'll explain them as we go along. We'll get him breaking down the door. And then Nick up on this pile. Right now, he's going to go up here and build us a metal workshop. His build is right next to it. So, I think we gotta get Roman out here. Let's see, in terms of characters, Roman is he's trained in combat. He's a former soldier. And he's got his own issues that go along with that. So all working on their piles and doing different things. So Marin the handyman can make things for us at a cheaper cost in terms of wood and components and that kind of thing. So that's why I chose Marin. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's have him build the crowbar. Okay, she's done, so let's do this. So we're getting some water, wood, components, all good things. So I wasn't too sure if that was going to be locked or not. We got some cogs and all that. I chose not to start. This is actually the little ones, where you can have kids in your scenario, but I chose not to for this one. We can go ahead and make this shovel. Let's see who's finding what. She's almost done with hers. She'll automatically use, crowbar and whatever. I think this is actually, the little ones is actually a DLC, I think, on PC when this came out. But I like how they added you could make default characters. So you can customize, make maps there. We got some bandages. Custom maps and custom characters, and I like that. The one thing I don't like about this particular building, besides the lag it gives you, is it like to get to places you have to go down and around like that. So I think Jacqueline's thing is she was a pharmacist of some kind, assistant. But I have yet to see what that's going to turn out, in terms of gameplay, what that's going to do for us. So now let's put beds together. So we'll just start them down here. So we'll make the bed, and she got a lockpick, so nice. I don't know. Do we have anything that needs lockpicking? I don't think so. I don't know, let's go find out. Actually, I could have just used Roman. Let's save the lockpick then. And the only reason to really break this door down is when the winter comes, you go out here and get snow. That's kind of your spot to get it. Here we go, some medicine. So I just break the door down, but let's get him down here. He's going with that one. Really got to keep him making all the beds. Upstairs. The stairs are hard to navigate. There's a little tricky sort of thing you got to do with the left stick to get it to go. Back down here, next to the other one. Let's get her back down here. Get all these beds made. I'll try to make 3 beds. It'd be nice if we can make all 3 beds before the night comes. Night comes around 8 o'clock. And at that point, you gotta kind of go into your scavenger mode. And right now, is anybody sick? Roman's slightly wounded, so we're gonna put Roman in bed. He'll recover a bit. Adults recover from sickness and being wounded when they're in bed. Children don't. They have to have bandages. So now he's recovering. Anyone sick? No, that's a good thing. So Roman, for whatever reason, is wounded. And nobody's hungry. That's usually not the case. Usually somebody's hungry already. Yep, we can go up here. So we didn't quite make it. So I think we have 1 chair, so that means somebody has to sleep in a chair. We're going to send Kachi to scavenge. That looks good. Roman's going to stay in bed. Yep. Nobody has to guard on the first night usually. So let's prepare. Let's use a spring lockpick and crowbar. No, it's a spring shovel. I just don't want to take up that many slots. So like I said, we'll divide this. I'll probably divide these into 3, maybe 4-day episodes, depending. The episodes, each day can take quite a while. So here's my kind of strategy is leave 1 pile. That's a jackpot pile right there. Hopefully there's food in here. Yep. And so I just kind of move everything to that 1 pile right there. And just go back and forth. So then when I come back here to scavenge again, it's all right here. Lots of food in there. It's gonna go fast though. Ah, not the shovel. See what's under the bed. Good stuff, meds. Yeah, this is what about the shovel. It makes that so fast. Otherwise, this would take like forever. Alright, let's see what we can find over here. Lots of stuff. I usually don't even look at it until I get it all over here. And then I kind of go through and see what I want to keep. You know, what I want to take back with me. Some gun parts, that's good. So I kind of want to build the water filtration system early on this run through. So we're going to need cog gears for that, and for traps I use a 2 trap kind of setup. So we're going to need lots of those cog gears to get that going. That stacks. Alright, let's run this back downstairs. The shovel saves so much time. If I had to go through that pile by hand, oh man, that would have taken forever. Alright, let's dump off everything. So now we use our lockpick, but we got up there to the good stuff. Usually you don't get raided on the first night, so I'm taking advantage of that and letting everybody sleep. So we get, lots of wood and components. We can get almost all of it. We'll read that letter next time up. But I saw this game on for the first time on Many a True Nerd on his channel, and that's why I saw Frostpunk as well from the same developer. It's coming out. You got access, like early access to their alpha. It's like pre-alpha, so it's pretty limited. But I liked what I saw. It's a lot of the same kind of stuff as this. Every decision that you make has serious consequences. Alright, let's read this. One of the flyers dropped in the city reads, "This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Pogren immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage." Not many believe them after the atrocities they committed. So yeah, so they're going to treat us like terrorists or terrorist supporters if they find us, and so you gotta watch out for like the rebels and the military, like everybody really. The only people you can count on are like your neighbors who also got left behind, and the other, well in my case, 3 survivors. I'm gonna dig through this because this is always locked, see. So next time I'll have to bring back a crowbar or something. Pretty good. I mean, we've almost got everything, honestly. Alright, so now it's time to choose. What are we going to bring back? So let's dump everything. We always want to take back food. And there's some more food. We need water with that. So a stack of water, that stacks to 10. We need these for traps. And then I think we're just going to take components, really. And let's take wood for the rest of it. And that's really all we got room for. So we got lots of good stuff here. We'll come back, plenty of wood, lots of gun components. We can make a knife for protection. We got meds, coffee, coffee, cigarettes. Like Katya here, she drinks coffee. She'll get sad if she doesn't get coffee. You don't want that. So all we'll do is we'll just build what we can build, and then end the day and keep on going. And we'll come back to this place until we pretty much got looted, completely. But day 1 is the only day when you got kind of a free day. You don't have to, like you'll get raided sometimes. We're gonna come down here. This is the trickiest map for this downstairs thing. Okay, she can work on that. Where is he? Alright, let's get it going. Apparently Roman's still wounded, so he can just stay in bed. Everybody will be hungry. But nobody's very hungry or very tired or anything like that, so that's a good thing. Alright, so I'm going to stick with my plan here. Let's go upstairs. This is a tall place, man. Alright, so we have 3 beds, yes? There's 1, 2... No, we need a 3rd bed, okay. Yeah, because, what's his name's up poorly, and we can't get it down there, so we'll put it right here. Stay in bed. Katya is tired, so she's gonna go sleep. Oh, she's ready to go back out of that place again. There we go. And we'll look to build, like I said, the water filtration system and a trap as early as we can. And we'll have to board up, so we'll have to upgrade this thing pretty soon. Right here. Alright, so let's see what we need to upgrade. We just need a little bit of wood. So we'll be okay with that. We need one more lockpick though, because our lockpick is broken and we have to bring it back. So in just a minute we're going to end day 2. Okay. She's tired, so yep, that's gonna do it. We're gonna end the day. Same thing. We're gonna have to have a guard this time. So since Roman's already wounded, he's gonna sleep in bed. So we're gonna have Marin be the guard. We're gonna have to risk him getting wounded. Kachi's gonna go back out, and she can sleep in bed. We'll have Marin as our only guard. We're gonna go back to the same place, and we need to remember to bring a lockpick. And that's it, really. Now, just in case we do get looted, I bring food. So I bring a stack of food and a stack of water. That's just my strategy. And I go scavenge. Because we only have we had that one thing downstairs to lockpick open. And everything else has been looted already. You know, we'll just grab what we need, come back and end the night. Good stuff to trade right there. The moonshine's good to trade. The gunpowder, that bullet. Guns are pretty worthless. They really are. Knives are just as good. I don't know if you'll see me like take anyone's life or anything like that. Roman can take people's lives. You know, like rebels, like bad people. You don't want to take good people's lives. That's not a good strategy at all. That'll come back to haunt you in the end. But if there are rebels or, you know, hostiles, I guess you would say, Roman has no problem taking them out, and it doesn't affect his mood or anything like that. Left to water. Gonna get one more wood there. Don't have any more cog gears here. The components. Probably do with more components. And let's take back some luxury good, like let's take. You would think we'd want to take the bandages, but no. Because Roman's slightly wounded, but if he stays in bed, he'll recover from that wound. So we want to take things that are going to help him not to be sad. So cigarettes and coffee. That's what we're going to take. Still lots of stuff to get from this place, so we're just going to keep coming back here. Although we do need some cog gears. There's one more place I can go to I think has enough cog gears. But it's going to take probably a lockpick to do it. No raid. It's just random whether or not you get raided. So she's gonna sleep. They're all hungry. He's recovered from his wound. That's good. Okay, first we gotta upgrade this. You can't make the traps until you upgrade the workbench. It's one of the first things I do. Then you can make all the good stuff. Then you can start boarding up the house too. If you're boarding up the house by day 3, you're in pretty good shape. But that won't leave us with too many components or wood left. Yeah, we need 2 more gears for that. We're gonna need a stove for sure. And that's gonna take gears. I'm gonna wait and make the rainwater collector after I make the trap. The trap has to sit for quite a while before you'll finally catch something. So, this chair helps Katya. It helps her mood because she doesn't. She likes to read books. Is what she likes to do. So if she has a chair to sit in and some books to read, she's more happy. So we'll put this here by the bed. And then we'll see what kind of components and stuff we got left, but we might just have to put him in bed, Marin, and then end the day. And get on with night 3. We'll see if the trader comes. If the trader is going to come, usually it's by 10 or 11 a.m. Then we'll have to get Kati out of bed. So anybody have anything to tell us yet in their bio? Nah. Not yet. But if a trader comes, we got some jewels and some moonshine. We can use that and get the components we need and possibly get enough gear for trap or the rainwater collector. Or both. Keep looking down there toward the door. And we know that we need a lockpick, so let's make it. I'm going to wake up Katya. Because this is going to be a trader right here. It usually is. Yep. Have a look at what I brought. Alright, what you got? Got food, water. We mainly need just components and wood. And cog gears. Let's get all these cog gears. 2 stacks. And let's see if he'll give it to us. 4 diamond. And some sugar. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay, can we make the trap now? We need a little more wood. Let's go back to Katya. Keep trading. Let's trade. So we don't have the herbal workbench. Let's trade some of that. And see how much wood we can get for it. Not too much. It's not worth very much. We got some moonshine. Let's see what we can get. I thought we had some moonshine. We probably left it. Yeah, we left it back there. Okay, so we can get 3 wood for 3. Is that enough for it? Yeah, okay. Now this one plays way up here. He's all tired. He's just in bed, but not even sick or anything. Let's see. For that coffee, and we need 3 cigarettes per day. Which, that's why I brought 3 back. Usually it's 3 cigarettes per smoker that you have. And you can see that if you just click on their bio and it'll say like she's coffee drinker. Nothing there. Smoker. Coffee drinker, so we just gotta have some coffee. Otherwise, it'll affect their mood. He's so tired, it's taking him forever. You should be able to get enough components and stuff to make the rainwater collector, though. Let's see if we have anything. Yeah, I don't know. So we're not going to use that yet. We're going to put fertilizer in there, but that's back at the... Well, they have fertilizer. Usually at least one at every place you go to, so... see if he can make the rainwater collector. If not, we need to get the parts for that. Okay, what does he need for that? He needs like a lot of components. I don't know if we can get that. You need 11 components and 30 wood, and I don't think we have enough valuable stuff to get that. Because you never trade meds, you just don't do it. But this is about it that we can spare. And you don't want to give away too many books. I mean, you can give one book, but I mean, it'll affect her mood and stuff. Okay, let's go. We'll never get enough components for this, so we might as well just keep our stuff. So we'll just tell him to go. Gotta go back to my folks. Now she can go up here and go sleep. We have the components at that one place, and we're gonna go to a different place because they have more cog gears. That's a really rare and valuable thing. So there's nothing we can build, nothing that we really need. Yeah, so we're just gonna end the day. Wait, no, we gotta put him in bed first, then you can end the day. Otherwise he won't sleep. It's 4 o'clock, so he'll at least get a little bit of sleep, and it might get rid of his tiredness if he takes a nap. There we go. Now we can end the day. Alright, Roman, no. Roman's not going to go anywhere. He's going to guard again. So guard. Yep, Marion's got to sleep in bed. Kati's going to scavenge. And Jacqueline. Yeah, she can sleep in bed. And this time we're going to go to the abandoned cottage. And do the same thing. Take 4 food, some water. And we're gonna probably need the shovel and a lockpick. And the lockpick won't take up any more inventory. Once we use it, it's gone. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna dump off everything except for the lockpick and the shovel. Looking for cog gears. I recommend this strategy, y'all. If you're watching this, you never played it, or you're looking for a way to kind of get things, speeding up, getting things moving. It takes a little bit of work the first day you go, but make these piles, man. Just give yourself a little stash pile. Just watch out if you go somewhere where there's other people, because they will get into your pile. There are places like, just for example, like a supermarket where there are other looters, and if you leave stuff in a pile, they'll get into your pile. There we go. Now we're full. Dump all this. See, we got some fertilizer there we can use for our trap now. Got everything that way. I don't really pay attention to what it is I pick up. I just pick it up and go. Ooh, lots of food. Nice. Water. So we'll leave that. We'll put this back in there. Another good strategy is to leave this stuff in the pile. You run the risk of the area getting cut off by the winter and you're not being able to come back to it, so you have to watch out. You can't leave it there too long. But if it's here, looters can't take it. That was a big jackpot right there. So glad we got the shovel. It'll take a long time to break that shovel. There we go. Sorry about the lockpick. Good stuff to trade with. Let's go back down, get this in a pile. I don't think we need a shovel anymore, but I'm not positive, so take it with me. What does this say? A note that says, on the first day they robbed us. 2 days later they murdered our girls. I shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken and buried in a backyard. The next part looks shaky. If you're reading this, don't look for me. So that person is out. That's terrible. Sad. There's some sad stuff that you'll see. And this we gotta have a lockpick for, so that's all we can do right there. What's it say? Family photo of parents and 2 daughters. Good thing the girls don't resemble their father. He looks like a bear. Nice. Alright, let's get this to the pile. This is a big place. It's taking us longer to loot it. But we've pretty much looted everything, I believe. Everything we can get to today. So we gotta decide what we need to bring back. Obviously components and cog gears. Get our water back. Gonna have to have plenty of wood. And our food. Actually, we need the fertilizer for the trap, so we'll leave this 1 cog gear and bring back the 1 fertilizer. Hold on a second. We're going to need the vegetables too. The vegetables will help us double our food. So we're going to leave 1 stack of wood. I'll probably regret this. But like I said, every decision you make, it just multiplies. Hopefully we can get raided. Oh no, the outbreak of crime. That's bad. So we probably got raided. That's early for the outbreak of crime to happen. Yep. Someone tried to rob us. It was a band of hardened robbers. But we managed to fend them off. We had some weapons, but not enough for everyone. Jacqueline was wounded, but the attackers didn't steal anything. We should put more people on guard. So we're trying to tell you double the guard. So now the situation is quite different. See, in one night, they can all go back. Now all of a sudden everybody's very hungry. We got wounded people. They all need fed. We only got one thing of vegetables. This is, it's gonna pile up now. And there's some days when you gotta be like, I'm not sending anybody out. You can't really do that in the early game, but later on you can. So we'll bait this trap, and we'll just leave it. We have no idea when it's going to pay off, but it will. Okay, so he's going to need to build us a stove now. Now that everyone's very hungry. Let's read his bio. Without food, we'll die. We must search harder for it. What's he say? I must get some food at all costs. Gotta think of some way to do it. Getting food now is a priority. We must persevere. Yeah, they're all gonna say something like that probably. Alright, so once he makes a stove, I guess we'll have him make the food. We actually got some vegetables here. That's a good thing. Maybe we'll have him make the rainwater collector and have Roman make the meal. Uh-oh. One of those random things. Let's see. May I have a word with you? Okay, sure. We live several blocks from here. We saw that you took refuge in this building. Since we're supposed to be neighbors, we decided to pay you a visit and say hello. We brought you some vegetables from our garden. Enjoy. It's going to give us 5 vegetables. It's random events, man. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. This time we got lucky. So cool. Like, that was awesome. And see, when neighbors come to your house, you got to decide, help them, not help them. People help you, so really you should help them. We're going to try not to burn books. I don't know if we can help it. At least not right now, but can't really make anything though. Yep, so it's okay. So he can use wood. We need 2, okay. So you can make 2 kindling things and then stoke the fire thing, and that with the water and stuff that we have, he should be able to make us 2 food. So we'll have him eat and go to bed. And we'll just kind of do that with everybody. She's still slightly wounded, so she'll eat next. Yeah, that chair helps their disposition too. So we'll get her in bed so she'll recover. I wish we had enough stuff to make another anything, shovel, something that we could use for a weapon, but we just don't. Okay, just went straight across. Nice. At the end of night 4 is probably where I'll end this episode, because it's been 45 minutes already. So she got to do the same thing. Make 2 of those and make some food, and the rest people can eat, and then we'll go to the night. We'll scavenge and call this an episode. So far it's going pretty smooth. I mean, the outbreak of crime is not a good... That's bad luck to get that so early. But we'll just bring back enough stuff to make maybe a crowbar or something. And we'll double the watch at night on the guard, and we'll be good. Alright, now she's gonna go to sleep. Glad we got the random event that we did get. Marion's okay. He doesn't need to sleep. So now everybody's good for about 3 days, so that's good. Next we want to make the rainwater collector, so we're going to need just components and wood. So we can end today. Go to night 4. Both these places I got good stuff stashed still. So we'll just go back to the shelled cottage and just kind of alternate. She's going to sleep in bed. We'll have to double the guard, so guard. That means even though she's tired, she's going to have to scavenge. So she'll be very tired. She'll have to sleep like all day. Same thing, we're going to protect our food. We're down to 6 water already. If you improve the stove, things get better. Well, we don't really need it. We've already opened everything up, so hopefully having a guard double will work out. There's an achievement for that, but I've already gotten it. When you double the watch, and then after you come back from the night, it'll give you that. But everything we need is down here now. So we just need tons of components. We need about 11 at least, so. So there's at least enough there. And wood. And then what else are we going to take? Now we can kind of just pick. I think if we bring these 3 gun parts back, we can make a knife. I think it takes 3. And you need more wood for that. So we just fill up our inventory as wood. And call it good. And that's going to end day 4. And we'll see if we got rated before I end the episode. But like I said, these take a little while. It's already been 45 minutes, so it's kind of a long video anyway. We'll be in the outbreak of crime for who knows how long. We got raided. See if they took anything. None of us were wounded. So when we double the guard, it helps out. The attackers didn't steal anything. We were able to defend ourselves. That's because we left everything, the crowbar and all that. So we're making it pretty good so far. We're on day 5. We got everybody doing pretty well. I'm going to put her in bed while I'm ending this episode. But, yep, so this is my strategy. You're seeing some of it. This is the same strategy I've used. And you'll see it when I get 2 traps going and 2 water purifiers going and all that kind of stuff. Before the winter comes, you definitely want to get as much water as you can and board up the house. And so you'll see me continue to do that as this series goes on. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. We're on day 5. So hopefully you're enjoying it. If you are, leave a like, let me know. Leave comments, if you like the strategy or if you have any tips that you use when you play to last, like I said, long time. I've only lasted 50 days. We're trying for 80. Something new for me, so feel free to leave me some tips, comments, anything. And I will see you back for episode 2. We start with day 5 on this War of Mine, the Very Long Challenge. Thanks for watching.